go, I do a lot of coughing when I'm.
Yeah, just do your thing, man.
Be spin, man. Show you what it feel like. I gotta go make these drop offs. Man, you think you're the only one out here working, B? Gotta make drop offs too, B. Come on, man, get in, man. I ain't taking no for an answer, man.
Welcome back. Thanks for listening. On this installment of the No Cap Podcast, we're gonna talk about when should you move out your OG crib? What age? You know what I'm saying?
Is it even a smart thing to do?
Yeah. When is a good time to fly the nest? I'm sure that's what we're gonna talk about today. So, stick around. Check us out.
Where I sold that butter for that cheddar. Yeah. My life is like a grocery list. Drink so much lean, all I see is purple when I piss. And when I spit, people tell me that I've been here before. I said I'm like this life a movie and I seen it before. A millionaire in the making, the world is mine for the taking. So many impersonating, you can't really tell who faking. 90s baby, I feel like I was born in the 80s. I can picture crack in LA and the streets going crazy. I'm not the average guy. See, I think more than the average. Since I'm young and my eyes used to say links to a savage. I'm hood, yeah. I'm on the road to riches. I'm on the road to riches, and I need I'm on the road to riches. I'm on the road to riches. Damn. I'm on the road to riches. I'm on the road to riches, and I need I'm on the road to riches. Yeah, I'm on the road to riches. Look. Shit ain't always what it seems. Some niggas play the part to play on the right team. Sometimes I wish I was a kid. Never been a general.
Welcome back. No Cap. On this episode, I got my homie Man in here with me, man. We're gonna talk about, it might be a touchy subject to a few, or maybe to a many, but
it'll touch a few people, bro.
We're gonna talk about when should you move out your parents' crib? So, all the announcements, all that other shit, I'm gonna say that shit for the end. We're gonna get right to it. So, let me ask you, is it difference between, is it an age? Is it a specific age to move out your parents' crib?
Not to me, not necessarily.
Yeah.
It depends. It's stipulated for everybody. Like everybody, it's different stroke for different folks. Everything ain't gonna be the same for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or male and female, does that matter? Is that the same answer?
It's pretty much the same thing. It's gonna go back to how you was raised, you know? A lot of times, a lot of male, we tend to move out faster. We see struggle in our parents,
Right.
and we tend to move from that.
I'm sure it's like we helping out if we moving out, I'm sure.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Even if we ain't necessarily bringing money in at the time, we find a way to take care of ourselves so that that's money that they don't take out. At least in the beginning.
So that was like one of the things I had on the list. Like, does it play a factor? Like, if the number of parents in the household, if it's just mama, if it's just daddy, or
I think it kind of play a factor. And I'm gonna say this coming from being slightly in a 2-parent home. You know what I'm saying? I've always had my daddy there, but you know what I'm saying? For the most part, it was just my mom, but my dad's been there. I've always had him.
All right.
And now being the man in the house with man raising him, I could tell you it's kind of a difference because, once you, like I said, as me being a young man, seeing my mama struggle, I did certain things. I made certain moves that certain people wouldn't make. And, I did certain things to, like I say, just take that load off my mama's shoulder. But now being that man, raising the kids in that house, I take that away from my son, so he don't have to feel that way because he see a different grind, a different struggle. Right. He don't see the same pains and things that I went through. So yeah, it's kind of a difference, yeah.
Well, one of the reasons that brought this topic up today was, a lot of topics I get from social media. It's like a thing between, it's like a group of people that try to make it seem like if you move out, you doing what you're supposed to do. If you don't move out, you in the way. And that might not be true with every case. So that's another reason why I want to bring this to a podcast form. Just cause you stay with your parents and you over 25 don't necessarily mean you in the way, but
it don't.
You can't be in the way too.
Yeah, unless if you're not doing it right, then yeah, you in the way. If you there being taken advantage of, cause they could be using you. You could be there with your own room, but can't bring no company, but you're paying bills. You might as well get your own shit. You in the way.
Alright, so you got kids, you got sons. So when your sons come of age and it's time, like, do you think about that? Like, do you be like, have you already started processing, like, this how I'm gonna break it to them? Like, if you ain't going to college or school, or it just ain't nothing you think about yet?
I ain't really much processed it yet, but just me being a man and a father, it's already in me to know and say, like, as a man, my boys already know, like, you gotta work. You know? I tell them now, like, my sons, they put clothes, one time they put their clothes on and left out the house. I don't feel go get a job at Food for Less. Take the clothes, you ain't going nowhere. But it was just to instill, let them know, like, as a man, this is what we do. You know, we work for us, we gonna go get out.
Alright, so is work and school the same thing?
For me as a man, no.
Well, not as a man, for like somebody who come up of age, like graduating high school and going to college and working. Well, do he gotta work and go to college, or is college a job?
Yeah, college is your job.
That's what I'm saying, cause that's my thing. I feel like if you here and you going to college, shit, you cool, shit.
Yeah,
you
gotta focus. You gotta focus. If we push you too hard into anything, you know, it's gonna make you rebel.
And that go to is you helping or is you taking the advantage part? It's like, cause it's different if you stay with OG and you know what I'm saying, you pay the light bill, you pay the gas bill, you pay the cable bill, water bob, and OG take care of the rent with her Social Security. That's different, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you keeping that bitch afloat.
Everybody playing their part. At that rate, go find you a spouse though.
Oh, sure. But it's like, if you got a bedroom in the basement and you just be there, don't bring nothing to the table.
I mean, I know a motherfucker like that right now specifically. I ain't gonna say her name. He over 30 years old. He got a child. He stay at his mom and his daddy crib. He got the baby to himself. He work a good job. He making good money. And I know these things. But he don't got no plans on going nowhere.
But do he put the money back into the house though?
I mean, yeah, he still do the same. No, he don't have bills though. He don't pay rent.
But do he put the money back into the house?
Mortgage.
Do he put the money back into the house?
Well, I can't speak on those things. I don't have facts about those things.
I feel like if y'all not rich, like if it's somebody still gotta get their funds together to make sure that the roof over your head and the lights on, and you up in there with no bills, you gotta be, you know what I'm saying, bring something to the table. If not, I feel like you in the way, sure.
Yeah, always. I mean, that's what you
I feel like you like more.
From my experience, what I could just see and say, he kind of in the way. He an in the way person.
Definitely, like
you got $90,000 trucks and shit, but you in the crib with your people. Yeah. You ain't got no roof over your head. You know what I'm saying?
I got
and you got a baby.
My thing would be like, if something was to happen to your OG today, would you be homeless? That'd be my thing. If something was to happen to your OG
he probably wouldn't be homeless because I think it's their crib. Like, that's what he'd be, but.
Right.
But well, that's right.
And that don't sound like nothing, you know what I'm saying? That sound like.
Right, you got a decent upbringing when you got both,
on shorty, yeah. Like, you supposed to have houses and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be.
You're supposed to have a house
left to you, on shorty.
Yeah, cause when I get out of here, I want my kids to, you know what I'm saying, be able to, you know what I'm saying, have this to fall back on. You ain't got to worry about where we finna live immediately after I'm gone. You got somewhere to live.
Yeah, and that'd be the difference between the black community and shit. Like, they be thinking that you gotta get. Well, a lot of times gotta get everything from the mud, but for real, man, they supposed to have that shit. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to have that shit ready for them, I'm sure. Like, I feel like you just supposed to have, like, shit set up for your kids already. Like, they not supposed to be working too hard. Like, learn the lessons you learn from a good work ethic and all that, but still, I don't want you, you know what I'm saying, in high school, working McDonald's and then coming home and then worrying about homework, SATs and all that shit. Like, I'm sure I'm gonna have a car ready for you, doing what you're supposed to do, apartment, all that shit. You doing what you're supposed to do.
But at the same time, that's still structure though, shorty. You know what I'm saying? You gotta still give them that. At the end of the day, the older they get, you know what I'm saying, some things gotta come. You gotta work and go to school. Cause at some point we had to. It brings you into that adulthood though, you know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to change that though. I don't know. I don't even want mine to work. I'm sure. But that's just like something, unless you like want to be an astronaut. I'm saying if they want to be an astronaut, so that's a job. If you want to be, you know what I'm saying, go for that shit. If you want to be in the Olympics,
once you work so hard to keep them cooped up that they ain't got to do shit, how do they become?
Basically, what I'm saying, you just ain't you're not finna be working at Walmart. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but give them that stuff you got to give them. They got to have that manpower themselves.
Right,
the
right.
Shit you went through ain't gonna power
exactly.
them.
But and then that's why I want to have it so that I have my own business too. You know what I'm saying? Like how the Arab, they bring their sons and their kids, and they bring them on a register. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
For most of us, shorty, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gotta worry about no sexual harassment. Nobody treating them wrong with no shit like that.
To leave our kids, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Everybody ain't got something to leave behind.
Right, it's just generational wealth is basically what I'm
right. And
that's my
a lot of us don't have that shit.
Oh, sure.
So you gotta instill in yours now to work. You gotta grind for it. And for me, that's the first thing I ain't gonna know. You know what I'm saying?
But alright, so say motherfucker, you get blessed with 10 million and then they don't gotta grind for it. Then what?
Ain't no don't gotta grind for it. I'm gonna get 10 million. I'm still gonna go to work.
You lying. You get 10 million right now, you going to work.
Maybe not for the first 3 months, but
the first 3 months? What you mean?
I'm going to work. I got to work.
So you talking about you worth 3, what I say 3 million?
I ain't worth shit.
I say 3 million. I said 3 million.
That shit'll disappear if I don't invest and do something with it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Investing finna be my job. You gotta think about it. You worth more than what you finna go for what these people finna pay you for your time. Your time is already more valuable for the time you finna give them that they finna pay you for. So you might as well spend that time investing like getting a bill. You talking about going back to work. You crazy.
See, that's what's wrong with people right there. See, y'all think y'all get paid for y'all time. You get paid for your value.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
You don't have no value. When you die, somebody gonna put that application and be like, spots available. Fuck you talking about. Gonna be somebody doing your job like you was never there.
And if his ass can't do the job, then what are we gonna do? We're gonna drop it. We're gonna get somebody else.
Next up.
Fuck your time. We don't care about your time. You go back to your own time.
They don't care about none of that shit. That's why I don't even want to be there.
You get paid for your value.
I want my own shit.
Your job value you because of the work you put in. They don't value your time. They value your work.
Yeah.
You get paid by your value, not your time.
Hey, I'm just there so I don't get fired, man.
On a different level.
But that's why I said. So it really ain't no age to move out. Shit, it's just whatever circumstance or whatever you going through in your life. Shit, have it up.
It's your upbringing. If you got it where you don't have to leave your nest.
But if you a burden, I'm sure you bogus.
If you sitting around spanking up the crib,
can't write your name on orange juice.
You know what? Can't feed yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, you bogus.
Get out of OG way. She been struggling long enough.
For real.
We came through this shit, so get out the way.
But other than that, shorty, this was a.
Do you have to leave the nest though?
I would. It's just because my lifestyle, it don't mesh with my mother lifestyle, so it wouldn't work at all. I'm sure. So, like, just for instance, I'm a smoker. She's a non-smoker to the T. So,
right.
I'm not going outside to smoke in the wintertime. Period.
But if we sharing the bills, do I have to? Is this something that you have to?
But that's where the people get to arguing and shit like that. That's the shit. I don't want that shit neither. I'm sure. So like, I just have my own space. I'm sure.
And that's what it's like. You do so. So at some point, it is best to then leave the nest.
It depends, but they might.
Right, because that's your situation.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Your OG might smoke. I'm sure it might work out for y'all.
But she understand what I do though. So
I'm talking about somebody else's situation though. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know what I'm saying? And I don't gotta go outside.
Like, somebody probably stand with their people right now and they like, shit, you ain't gotta pay no bill, shit, just give me half, shit.
No, your ass to the way. That's negative.
If OG agree with this shit, I just feel like don't be no burden on your people, so you know what I'm saying? If you grown, you know what I'm saying? If you able to take care of business, you should want to,
it kind of differentiate between male and female. But as a man, ain't no, you in the way. No, hell no. You got 2 feet, 2 hands.
That's what I'm saying. As a man, you should naturally want to take care of OG. You know what I'm saying? Take any burden off of it as you can. You know what I'm saying?
Everything. I ain't on shit. And any chance I can, I pitch in on some right.
So, how old was you when you moved out?
16.
That's kind of young.
Yeah, but I had kids already.
Did you go back, or was it like just straight?
I went back to my mama's crib one time when I was 19 for 2 months.
And if you could go back and do it all, would you do it the same way? Did you feel like you had to leave? Did you feel like, or was it something that you set up? You had like saved your bread to get a crib. You got a crib out shit already.
I wouldn't put out now. I actually, you know what I'm saying? I had my whole family in my mama's house.
Right.
And as a man, that's what you know what I'm saying, gave me that drive to, I can't So I had the first child. She was
so
cool
OG
with that.
one like, you gotta do something. You gotta get the fuck out.
No, it was never that. And then my at the time my baby mama, she was working. So you know what I'm saying? We supply, we take care of our own kids. So I'm in my mama's house, but she not taking care of my kids though. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing, and then my baby mama working. So you know what I'm saying? We in my mama's house, but we take care of these kids ourselves.
Right.
She do what she do. It's extra. That's love.
Y'all just living there, I'm sure.
Right, but we just living there. Okay, but now I get her pregnant again. Okay, but I'm still at my mom. Right. Now I'm still at my mama's house. Okay, now as a man, I'm in my mama's house. I got a brother. I got a sister. We all in here. So look, I'm doing too much in here now. Baby, look, we got to get up out of here. We got to, you know what I'm saying, make it happen. We got to go.
So the walls getting smaller.
You see what I'm saying? Small, this bitch closing in. Shit, ain't nobody in this bitch breathing. You know?
Yeah. Everybody still don't think like that.
I ain't go far. Don't get me wrong. I ain't go far. We was in a 2-flat building. OG on top floor. I went right to the basement.
Oh, that's still, that's
you know what
a whole nother crib.
No, that's a whole crib. A whole, what the fuck we had? What was that? A 2-bedroom lit. Kitchen, living room. All right, you know what I'm saying? You know.
So
you 20 plus. You know you've been there.
So if you could do it all over again, would you do it the same way?
Yeah, because I was never forced out of my mama's house, and I had my daddy until he passed. You know.
Yeah.
Everything I did. I ain't never have to do shit. I did everything I did. That's what, you know what I'm saying. I was a stupid motherfucker. I ain't never have to do shit.
Yeah. Well, you know, some families also, like with a lot of Latino and Hispanic families, what they do is they'll just be like, all right, when everybody get to working age, we all just gonna buy a house together out the bottom. We just gonna buy a crib. We just gonna live out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can live together for real.
Yeah, but I can't live like that.
I'm sure. Like,
I can't live with my family like that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm sure.
I don't know, man. Kind of coming up, one of the worst things to do was to operate and work with family.
You think so?
Yeah, because everybody expects something.
It's not even that. It's just the a lot of money make a lot of people can't handle money, and money make people weird. So.
And it's things that you would say to another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? If you got a money investment in a business with something like me and you, right? Mm-hmm. We got a money investment going on, and say some shit get funky in the business, money wise. You will come and holler at me and be straight. But see, when it's your mama, you're going to take that problem back to the house. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it get a little more personal. It's just like, damn, and I know my mama see it, but you know what I'm saying? You ain't going to say nothing to OG. You going to try to pick up the slack.
Right.
But then OG ain't going to do nothing because she's like, but that's my son. He going nah, mama, I don't owe you nothing either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you tell me my kids don't motherfucking ask to be here. Me neither. You know, we all working in. You know, family, I don't know, it should get like that with family.
But I just feel like too, and then like it go to the thing, like I feel like you know who got value in certain areas of the bop. Like you wouldn't make your OG the accountant if you knew she wasn't good with money type shit. Like if you know your OG good, you know what I'm saying, she accountant water bop type shit. So you know what I'm saying? I feel like that all play into, at the end of the day, play into how you set everything up in your household. So for the final thoughts, I thought this was gonna be more clear cut. I thought I was gonna be on this bitch like, water bar, you should move out this age, plain and simple. But
there ain't no time to move.
Once I got to talking about that shit, I'm sure there ain't no time.
Ain't no time to move out.
You move
out when you move out.
I'm sure.
It's your situation. Your situation
exactly.
tell you when to move.
I'm sure. So motherfuckers on the book capping and shit, talking about I got this, I got that. It really don't mean, cause I stay sitting on the internet, man. Motherfucker be in there, like I got my own crib and shit. I'm sure they got a flat screen on the floor. I'm sure they're playing the game.
Right.
I'm sure.
But you got your own crib though.
That shit.
But you got every mic.
I'm sure you wasn't ready. You should have stayed where you was at, take your time, you know what I'm saying? Stay the OG crib, got your bread together, I'm sure. Like that shit ain't that just to say you doing some shit, I'm sure, because you really not doing nothing.
Hey, I'm a grown man.
You ain't doing nothing but
my house straight.
I'm sure. So one thing I would say though, I said best thing to do, man, is have a plan, man. Write that shit down on paper, make it make sense, man. Yeah. And take your time. Don't go based off what nobody else did, what your brother did, when your cousin moved out, none of that shit.
Everybody gotta take their own lane,
for real. So it's been another installment of the No Cap Podcast. Featuring my homie man. We're gonna get something together. We gotta get a show because you really one of the funniest people I know, so we gotta get a show together.
This one of them though, but we gonna get some of that.
Yeah, though. Come up with a title or something. So, and I thought this bitch was gonna be like 10 minutes on shorty, cause I'm finna water bottle. You 18, you gotta go on shorty. But
Nah.
when I was writing, cause I actually wrote the shit like a month ago on shorty, I just ain't had time to do it. But
you don't know the pain.
appreciate everybody for listening. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, download.
Shit ain't even buzz. Had some brothers turn on me. Ain't even hold a grudge. I was showing loyalty to niggas who weren't showing love. I was on the block with the Glock, like 3 for the dub. Standing in the dirt when it rained, got it out the mud. We had a drought on the drugs, kept robbing the plug. When it shut the ops down and dead they asked to open up. Couple shit I shouldn't said, but shit I had to open up. Don't do drive-bys with masks on, we want them boys to know it's up. Chopper lay that nigga down, Ruger come and fold him up. He got too many chains on, when we gon' Texas hold him up. Still smoking diamond, bitch ass, lil' bro roll him up. Still wait for them ops to slide, but them boys ain't showing up. Rest in peace, lil' bro just hit his stride, he just start going up. Every time I think about it, shit I just start pouring up. Fuck these niggas, all these niggas fake, and they ain't even real. My mama said, you can't fight that feeling, but it's how I feel. If I catch them shorties lacking, I'ma put one in they grill. Couple we do headshots, we don't do no leg shots. Had to stop lurking on the ops because they fed cops. Had a couple problems with some niggas, but they dead now. Wintertime killer season, paint the city red now. Used to be too young and reckless, we know how to play it now. Lil' bro in his glory, yeah y'all killed him but couldn't end his story. Legend like Pop with his Glock, keep that legend living. Kill so many ops on that block, ain't no competition. Throwing like Brady on my baby, I got good precision. Nigga,